Come on, kick it off, kick it off. Kick it off. Shalom, Akim. Back at it once again through the Spirit. And we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hamadash. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders, great millstone. Salutations to the Akim, pushing this word, saving honesty for the full plans of the world. Shalom. All right. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Through the Spirit. Be doing live. The title is Prophecies and News. All right, because a lot of prophecies are coming to pass, and how do you see the prophecies? By watching the news. All right. What was that? Habakkuk 2.
I got my cheese for you too.
All right, what you got there?
I got everybody one first.
What you got now?
Matthew 24.
All right, cool. Let's do it.
Matthew 24. It's up from verse 2. And Yahweh said unto them, what's that from verse 1? Mm-hmm. And Yahweh went out and departed from the temple, and his disciple came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Yahweh said unto them, see that all these things that I verily say unto you, there shall none one of these left, stored upon another. Mm-hmm. As thou shalt be thrown down.
Right. There shall be not one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And that's not talked about now, about then, because they were in Rome, and at that time Rome was still standing, as is today. All right, but that's a prophecy for today's time, because how is Rome or the continuation of the Roman Empire in America, the spiritual Rome, going to be destroyed? Not one stone upon another. That's talking about war, and not just any war, but the war of nuclear missiles. All right.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? Mm-hmm. And when shall the signs come into the end of the world?
And when shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And that's what we're watching right now. All right? Because although the Lord came back then, 2,000 years ago, prophecies had to come to pass. And these prophecies are coming to pass now. All right? Now we're in the time of the stones being, not one stone being left upon another. Okay? Because now it's the time of that destruction. And we're watching it come to pass in the news. The average 2/3 Israelite, or the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, they not watching the news, man. They not staying up to date with what's going on with current events and whatnot. To them it's just another day. But the Lord put His Spirit on His men, okay, to be able to understand the times we're in.
Says, and Yahweh shall answer them and said, take heed, that no man deceive you. Right. For many shall come in my name, say I am the anointed, and shall deceive many.
That's right. Many did come in that name. Okay, or try to take on that identity. Mainly Esau. All right, with those Catholic churches, so-called, and whatnot. They deceive many. You have our own people that try to call themselves the comforter and deceived many. All right, but guess what? The Lord wasn't dealing with them.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Mm-hmm. See that you be not troubled.
And that's what we're doing right now. We're hearing of wars and rumors of wars. And that's, this is how you just understand the times you're in. All right? we're hearing of wars, rumors of wars. A big thing with Russia, Ukraine, all right, Israel, the Palestinians, Iran, shit, America, China, Taiwan. You know, so we in a time of war, man. Mm-hmm.
For all these things, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right, all these things should come to pass, but the end is not yet, because we're not totally out of here, man. Prophecies have to still come to pass. All right, with such as what? The MO to the you know what. Okay, the Alpha microchip has to be implemented throughout the four corners of the world. You know, and we're moving towards that. We see that coming. We see the collapse of the dollar. All right, we see these things coming to pass, man. Or what else? What else had to happen? The elect had to wake up. That great awakening had to occur. Which that happened now. Which that happened. That's why you see Israelites throughout the four corners of the world pushing the word, calling upon the name. You know, mainly GMS. Okay.
It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See, be not troubled.
Yeah, be not troubled. Why? That's talking about the elect. It's not talking about everybody. It's talking about a select people, a select group of people, the elect. Out of Israel, the Lord is saving 1/3. Be not troubled, because the Lord is going to be with you. The Lord's going to deliver you. All right, Lord will be part of that number. Right, because it's going to get bad out here, man. Be not troubled. Or okay, the war is coming. The draft is coming. You got North Korea talking about they got about 1 million people just signed up to fight in the war. Russia drafted the inmates. Okay, and now look at America. America, the men in America don't want to go to war. All right, if they joined the military, it was a time of peace because they knew they could prosper.
Benefits.
They could reap from the benefits. All right, but now it's a time of war, and these men, knees starting to buckle, man. They don't want to go to war. All right, that's why the Lord said to His elect, in these times, be not troubled.
For nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom is against kingdom.
Nations against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. The big thing is Russia and America and China, the big three. Okay, that have that nuclear technology, right? And now they're gathering up these nations. Right?
For all these things shall come to pass.
For all these things shall come to pass, the prophecies. All right, we live in the time of the prophecies coming to pass. The prophecies are speaking. Right? That was it? Okay.
And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in those places.
Famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. Droughts, okay, the lack of bread. And we're seeing these things. Look at what's going on right now in Ohio with the pollutions, with the derailments.
Look what's going on in California. California never had a storm before in history.
Yep.
You got tornadoes.
Yeah.
The foundations of the earth are out of course.
Yep. And all that is signs of the times. And you can't pestilence. Forget about it. Pestilence. And which a lot of these pestilence or diseases are man-made, made in a lab by yours truly, Esau. All right, that mad scientist. And what it said, earthquakes. Where's had an earthquake? Mexico had an earthquake recently. another location people died. What's that? Is that? I forget, man. Okay, but earthquakes happen every day. You know, that was it.
One more verse.
Come, you got it.
It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are the beginning of sorrows. All right, because it's gonna be a hard time, man. You know, and then of course we spoke about the microchip. You know, that's gonna be a part of those times, which just all links in with what the time of Jacob's trouble.
Yep. Now, now there was a video that's circulating right now. You know, amongst the what you call it, the people that's in the know, the woke. It said Kenyan President William Ruto recommends his citizens who hold U.S. dollars to get rid of them. You know, so this is the president of Kenya. Okay, he's telling his citizens to get rid of U.S. dollars. You know, that's a heavy news information right there, man. You know, because these countries, all right, they see that the U.S. dollar is collapsing. You know, they see that the U.S. dollar is almost out of here. Everything is going digital. Things are going cashless. You got new alliances being formed. You got the BRICS, many other countries trying to associate or align themselves with the BRICS alliance, which is against the petrodollar. All right, so these are all signs of the times, man. Like the elder brother said, the MOTB being brought into laws. Yeah.
Y'all sent us
We Google it right now.
Okay. When you Google that, I got this article. Let me see what. I had the article.
And I speak on that real quick. While the dollar's collapsing, you know, all this, you know, mostly East will know what he's doing. Why? Because he has an agenda he has to get to, which we going into is that MOT to the you know what. All right.
I found the article.
Okay.
Yeah, it says endtimeheadlines.org. It says major Australian bank to end cash withdrawals from its branches as the end of paper notes looms.
Read again.
Right. It says major Australian bank to end cash withdrawals from its branches as the end of paper notes looms.
The end of paper notes. All right, because everything is going digital. All right, it's no coincidence all these banks are starting to just shut down. The same thing with the train derailments. You know, right now we're in the middle of a whole scheme. You know, a whole agenda. That whole agenda is taking place right in front of us, man. It's happening as we speak. Nothing right now that's going on is coincidental.
We said,
Come.
what we're going to be early on? Isaiah 14 verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall speak, saying unto thee, art thou become weak like we? Art thou become like us?
Yeah. Read that again.
Isaiah 14 verse 10. And all they shall speak unto thee. Art thou also become weak as we? Are they become weak unto us?
Yeah. It's talking about the so-called white man. All right, because Esau, this is his kingdom. Esau, this is the last kingdom that's going to be in rulership before Yahweh shall return. Okay, this is the last kingdom to rule. You know, once the Most High is ready to judge this place, okay, once the Most High is ready to judge this place, he's gonna send Yahweh Shai and the holy angels, and they're gonna take Esau, the so-called white man, down, beginning with their elites, man. All right, and the Most High is raising up adversaries against Esau, all right, which is who? The other nations, you know, these other countries. Even the Most High is raising up Esau against Esau. You know, the Russians, they're Edomites, all right. Then you got the Most High is gonna raise up the members of the EU to turn their back on America. All right, and the scriptures talk about how every house that's divided against itself shall not stand. You know, and it said these nations are gonna say, "Hast thou become like unto us? Hast thou become weak as we?" Because America, well, the Most High has equaled the playing field. All right, when you read Joel, the 3rd chapter, goes into how these nations, all right, they're no longer afraid of America because they have the same military weaponry as America, which is intercontinental ballistic missiles, and some might even say that they have better technology than America, such as the Russians. Okay, they're constantly taunting their nuclear missiles. All right, there's news on that every day of Russia threatening to. There was a news article that came out, I believe yesterday, of Russia threatening to nuclear bomb America. Okay, you know, even smaller countries such as North Korea, Iran, they got nuclear missiles. All right, so America, you know, is losing its global dominance. Nations are standing up and they're going against the stronghold of this empire, which is what that dollar. As we go back to the dollar, you know, because America likes to have every other nation under subjection via their currencies, which is the dollar. You know, which that's crumbling right now. You know, you see banks, smaller banks collapsing. You see more inflation. You see, you know, the use of cash being a thing of the past. Okay, you know, talks of completely going cashless by April. We'll see. So this, you know, this is the time that we in, man. Call like how about Shemel Shah.
It says, "Thy pomp is brought down to the grave."
Yeah, that arrogant, that speaking great words against the Most High, speaking great words, you know, against His anointed. Okay, you know, your proud mindset. Okay, all of that is being brought down to the grave, man. Because Esau's being brought to a lower state, man. The Most High said He's gonna put all those curses that's written up in the book of Deuteronomy, 20th chapter, so forth and so on, upon all of the enemies of the Lord's chosen people, which is us, the Hebrew Israelites.
It says, "And the vows, and the noise of thy vows, and the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee."
Yeah, worms is spread under thee, worms is cover thee. That's being in the lower state. Most High is bringing you down from riches back to rags, man. All right, you're gonna go back to that, you know, that state you was when you was in the caves. You know, the caves and over there in Russia. You know, Mount Seir. You know, the caves of the Caucasus Mountains. Okay, the Most High is gonna put you back in that beastly like state, man. You know, and rightfully so, because you have yet to be punished for all of your crimes, man. All of your skullduggery, all of your heinous atrocities. All right, all of your unrighteous decrees, your draconian, you know, grievousness. You know, you got to pay.
You know, also I could say that's also it is going into the state Esau is going to be in, right? And it's also going into the destruction that's coming upon this place, man. because America's gonna be destroyed and everyone in it. You know, if you're in America, you're gonna be destroyed by way of nuclear missiles. That's why right now we trying to get we want salvation. You know, so we want to appease the wrath of the Most High, man. The Lord don't destroy us, man. Okay, but America gonna be destroyed though, man. That's why I said the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee, right? Because that's maggots. You know, you got it. Sad that in.
That's why everything in America you gotta repair it.
Yep.
Destruction.
Yep. Fine.
Verse 14.
First one?
13.
Oh, okay. No, verse 12, right?
Oh, verse 12.
Yeah.
Isaiah 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
Which is, it's talking about the elites of the society, man. All right, so-called Illuminati, man. All right, the elite heads of the nation of Edom. Okay, the word Lucifer, it means light bearer. All right, they're the ones that run the earth, man. They're the ones that everybody look to for guidance, for influence. You know, that's why the scriptures say that these nations have drunken the wine and the wrath of Babylon the Great, man, because it's under the vibration of who? Who's the ruler of Babylon the Great? The Edomites. Who are the Edomites? These so-called white people. All right, and there's a hierarchy amongst them. You know, the top of the top, the central bankers, man. You know, everybody's trying to be like them. All these other nations, even Jake. You know, following after their ways, man.
Quick precept, backing up on the Lucifer, the day star, because when you bright, that means you know everything. All right, this is Ezekiel's 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee.
Yeah, the so-called white man, he's become wiser than Daniel. All right, on the left-hand side, because Daniel, you know, he was a wise prophet of the Lord. He was able to interpret dreams, man. Okay, and Esau, through his witchcraft on the left-hand side, you know, his technology. All right, there is no secret that can be hid from Esau, man. Esau, you know, why you think so many of you Jakes is being arrested if you do a crime? Okay, Esau Esau sees everything, man. All right, through his cameras, you know, his security cameras. All right, through his hidden microphones and, you know, his ways to track you. Okay, they got what do you call it? What they call those towers that they use to ping your phone if you do a crime. You know, I forgot what those towers are called, but it's pretty much they got towers that if you commit a crime, you know, and you have your phone, you can, you know, they can track you based off of that, man. You know, they got social media, they got all you Jakes on social media, you know, telling on yourselves, putting out all your business, like you said, satellites, you know, up in the Earth's atmosphere, up in the heavens. This man thinks he's the Most High, man. There is no secret that can be hid from him, man. You know, they had that from the book, 1984, Big Brother's watching you, man. You know, Esau, man. You know, literally he's watching everything, man. You know, and he had, like I said, he on the left hand side, you know, he has great technology, man.
Yeah. This is like one more precept. Isaiah 14:14. I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. And I also say this: Yahweh Shai is also known as the day star. All right. And why is that? Because Yahweh Shai, he knows everything. You know, salvation is with Yahweh Shai. So here it is. Esau also has that title, but on the left hand side. right?
Let's see if we can pull that up in Hebrew. The word Lucifer, real quick, in the Hebrew is wait for a second. The word is Hayalah, which means light bearer. Lucifer equals light bearer, a shining one, morning star, like you said, Yahweh Shai, which is known in the book of Revelation as the, roughly paraphrasing, bright and morning star. Okay, it says, of the king of Babylon and Satan. Hello, describing the king of Babylon. All right, so basically, you know, it means light bearer. And Esau, he bears the light and wickedness. You know, which there's no true light and wickedness. Okay, it's really darkness, but it's deceived as being light.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up. So, yeah, this could be the last scriptures and we done.
Verse, let's talk about verse 13.
Okay.
Isaiah 14, verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations?
Yeah. Scriptures say in the book of Luke, Satan was beheld as lightning falling from heaven, roughly paraphrasing. You know, which Satan is who? The so-called white man. The word Satan means adversary, man. You know, he's gonna fall from his rulership very fast. You know, it's gonna be like a thief in the night, man. You know, and he did weaken the nations. How did Esau weaken the nations? All right, by having them under his philosophies, man. You know, having them, you know, drink that wine, which is that philosophy, democracy. All right, the ways of darkness. All right, these different religions. You know, all these different customs of the ancient kingdoms, these heathen kingdoms, Egyptians, the Romans, Greeks, Babylonians. You know, that's how these nations became weak, through following the ways of the devil. You know, because the ways of the devil is sin.
That's right.
For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne to the stars of the Most High, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sight of the Lord.
Right. That's talking about, that's Esau. All right, that's his mentality, man. He has that, as the brother read in Ezekiel 28, he has that God-like complex, man. He wants to be like the Most High, man. All right, you know, and he's trying, you know, and he tried to ascend into heaven, man. You know, trying to travel to these different planets. You know, deceiving the world, saying that he went to the moon. Okay, you know, got his space stations, you know, up in the heavens, man. Okay, you know, and the Most High said what? In I believe it's Obadiah, though thy set thy nest amongst the roughly paraphrase.
We good for you?
Yeah, you can break it down too. That's in Obadiah.
Yeah, come. This is Obadiah. Oh, it's only one chapter in Obadiah. It says Obadiah 1 and 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, and they do exalt themselves as the eagle. The eagle one is one of the highest birds in the sky, and it could see its prayer. It's prayer. That's why people say they have the bird's eye view. Now the eagle is also one of the proudest birds also. All right, and it's no coincidence that Esau uses the eagle as representation. All right. Then it says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, and yeah, you set your nest amongst the stars, going into your satellites, your spaceships, all right, your projectiles you shoot out of space. It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Yeah, they're doing all these proud things. All right, all these great things. You want to beg the Most High. The Lord said, "You doing all that? I'm still gonna bring you down." You know, a lot of these things you're doing just so the Lord can show His power when He takes you down. All right, that was pretty much it.
Yeah, and just real quick to back that statement up. Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, thence shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down.
There you go. There you go. And Esau was digging to hell, was underground bunkers. All right, trying to escape the judgment of the Lord. You will get pulled out of those bunkers. All right, that's digging into hell. You think Esau was digging into some spiritual realm? You know, he's digging into underground. Right, which they have those underground bunkers and they are decked out. You know, that was it, right?
Yeah.
So you finish your monologue. And yeah, finish. We had to give him a
Isaiah 14, verse 13. For thou hast set thy heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my thrones to the stars of the Most High. I will sit also in the monk of the congregation in the side of the north.
Yeah, North America. All right. And when she said you sit on the mount of the congregation, that congregation is going into Israel. All right. So.
And the scriptures do speak about America.
Yep. The scriptures speak about America. All right. And you know he's in rulership. You know he has us in captivity, but the Lord's gonna remove us out of this captivity. All right, the Lord's gonna come and destroy this place, man. The Lord's gonna bring him down. We not sitting ourselves. We just read out the scriptures. You know. Anything else, President, want to say?
Yeah, I'll just say this last thing. That's why the scriptures say, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom." You know, the Most High is, you know, He's blessed you with a decent amount of time of rulership. You know, not just in this kingdom, also as the Greeks, also as the Romans. Okay, so the Most High has given you your time, man, and you done had a hell of a time, man. You know, in your glory, man, which is this cesspool of a kingdom, man. You was able to do, you know, whatever you wanted to do in the left hand side, man. In wickedness, man. You know, your heart's desire, man. Which we know that the heart of you Edomites is wicked, man. And you got to live it up in your wickedness. What more could you ask for, man? Now, just like we all had to deal with our punishment, you know, we had to drink of that cup. Like Scripture say, we even though we were supposed to drink of it, we drunk of it. You know, now it's time for you to drink the cup, and it's only right.
That's all.
And exactly, but they don't. And it shows you, man. Esau, you know, they lack integrity, man. Even when it comes down to, you know, being judged, man. They don't want to deal with their judgment. You know, they're a fucking degenerate nation, man. They don't want to, you know, basically they don't want to suffer, you know, the penalties of everything that they've done, which they deserve it. You know, the Most High is giving. You know, you've been running from judgment for a long time, man. But now and we're not going into captivity no more. You know, so this is it, man.
That's right.
That's it.
So we'll close out.
Yeah, so, you know, we're gonna wrap this thing up, and you know, we hope this lesson is edifying to those tuning in, the Waterfields tuning in. All right, so we're gonna close by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone. With that being said, Shalom.
Shalom.
Oh.